The Mighty Avengers number 32 and number 33 by Dan Slott, which were published in 2009, witnessed an epic confrontation between the Avengers on one side and the Absorbing Man on the other. The news worldwide report the incredible achievements of the Mighty Avengers led by Hank Pym, who confront and defeat superpowered villains. However, Norman Osborn, the leader of the Dark Avengers, is not pleased to see the world celebrating the victories of the Mighty Avengers. In Asgard, Loki, who has been watching Osborn, decides to make use of the situation. Knowing that Osborn can't take it anymore, Loki targets the research facility known as Project Pegasus, where Crusher Creel, aka the Absorbing Man, has been locked up and is about to be experimented on. Loki interferes and awakens Creel, who immediately absorbs the properties of the metal cuffs and turns into solid steel. He breaks free and quickly takes down the staff, then decides to leave the place before someone tries to stop him. Loki, however, telepathically controls Creel, remarking that it was his magic which first transformed him into the Absorbing Man, and that gives him enough influence to guide him wherever he wants. Later on, Osborn tells Loki that he wants to crush the Mighty Avengers by bringing the full force of their alliance against them. Loki agrees and tells Osborn that all he needs is the chance to outshine his petty achievements, to remind the world of its greatest hero, the Iron Patriot. Osborn then is informed that an accident took place at Project Pegasus, which is reported to be of Omega-level threat. He tells his assistant to inform the media and to summon the Dark Avengers. Later on in the Avengers Infinite Mansion, Loki appears in the disguise of Scarlet Witch and informs the Avengers that they are needed to fight a foe no single hero could defeat, before vanishing. At the Project Pegasus compound, Osborn gathers his team and tells the media that they are about to enter the facility and detain Creel, when the Mighty Avengers suddenly turn up, also planning to stop Creel. Inside the facility, Creel finds fragments of the Cosmic Cube and absorb their properties, which gives him godlike powers. Outside, the Avengers feel the ground shaken beneath them when Creel, who turns into a glowing giant, breaks out of the facility. Osborn says that Creel may have absorbed the power of a cosmic cube and may be able to restructure reality itself. Hank, however, tells Osborn that he got it all wrong, as Creel may have the power of a cosmic cube, but not its full range of abilities, cause he is not shaped like a cube, and without proper form, he loses proper function. Sentry then attacks Creel and punches him, but Creel doesn't go down as expected against the man with the power of million exploding suns. Creel tells Sentry that he has tried to absorb his power before, but it's different this time. He captures Sentry, remarking that he can reshape his reality and that he can crush and divide him before tearing him apart and releasing his dark half, known as the Void, to fight him. Creel then punches Carla Sofin, aka Miss Marvel, and turns her back into her Moonstone persona. Hank and Osborn then realize that Creel's ball and chain can absorb the power of the Cosmic Cube, regardless of its distance from Creel himself, and it is still somewhere in the complex. They race each other to get it, while Creel separates Mac Gargan from the Venom symbiote and turns him back into Scorpion. Hercules then joins forces with Vision and hurls him like a spear at Creel, hoping that Vision's diamond-like state, hurled with Hercules' strength at the correct point, would shatter Creel, and Vision manages to shatter Creel's arm. But the cosmic radiation released affects Vision and causes him to split into the original Vision and Iron Lad, while Creel regrows a new arm in no time. Meanwhile, Hank and Osborn make it to the Cosmic Cube, but Osborn manages to knock Hank down. Osborn brags that he finally got the cube and that all he needs is one touch and that he will get everything he ever wanted and deserved. But Hank tells Osborn that he already did it and got control of the cube 2 minutes ago and that he already altered reality. The superheroes are on the run, while the supervillains take in all their cues from Osborn, and that would have never happened without Osborn getting his hands on the cube. Osborn gets distracted, giving Hank the needed time to increase in mass, and catches Osborn with a headbutt before grabbing the Cosmic Cube enhanced ball and chain and goes outside. He attacks Creel with his own weapon, remarking that godlike power meets godlike weapon. As Osborn is taunted by the Green Goblin, Loki appears and tells him that he has foreseen this moment and gives him an ancient sword called the Spell Breaker, which is strong enough to undo any Asgardian charm. Meanwhile, Creel doesn't go down as Hank expected, and the situation doesn't look good for the Avengers, and that's when Osborn attacks Creel and stabs him with the magical sword in front of the whole world, which witnessed Osborn taking Creel down and restoring everything back to normal. Although Crusher Creel has always been one of Marvel's most dangerous villains, he would never be able to accomplish these feats without the power of the Cosmic Cube. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.